we are not exist, yeah?
Yes.
So that's a really good thing.
Good news.
Very good news. Otherwise, so hard, right?
All the problems are gone.
Yeah, all the problems are solved. Uh, okay, so now next one, intellectual meditation. Second, for the selflessness of phenomena. Meditate in this way. So phenomena refer to the outer phenomena and to the inner subject mind. We already investigating like self is no exist. Now we investigating the all phenomena. Phenomena refer to all the object. So this actually you realize the selflessness of a person, then easy to recognize the selflessness of phenomena. So first step we have to recognize selflessness of a person. So selflessness of person, you realize you're free from samsara. You realize the selflessness of phenomena, you become Buddha. So they have a two liberation stage. The first liberation stage is called ahats. And ahats means, we call ahats, Pachika Buddha means who realize the selflessness of a person and they're free from samsara. They don't have to reborn to samsara because no cause to reborn. It's this why we reborn samsara is cause is self and emotion. Then person is already realize the selflessness of phenomena, no emotion, then no possible to reborn samsara. That result liberation is ahats and Pachika Buddha's call. But then they have to recognize this one selflessness of phenomena. If they don't realize the selflessness of phenomena, cannot be Buddha. So Buddha means like must have to have like knowledge everything. Not only you knowing self is not exist. Buddha means like you have to know all the phenomena, emptiness. So that's why it's like religion. The liberation also has two levels. First stage and the second, the highest one. First is like free from samsara, and then go up to Buddha. So no second one. And for the selflessness phenomena, so we have to meditate in this way. Phenomena refer to outer phenomena and to the inner subject mind. That means so it is the grasp and the fixation to a subject object duality of inner subject and world or to there. That is known as the self of phenomena. Phenomena is according to ultimate truth, nothing outside of or apart from mind. So phenomena is for us, all this object is a phenomena is appear to us is rare and exist. So that is relative truth. The absolute truth, actually, this phenomena is not exist. According to atomic truth, nothing outside of apart from mind. Everything's come from mind. But if all is mind, also problem. So we can say like all is come from mind, same as a dream. So that's also another step. Then this can be shown when you try to deconstruct any phenomena down to subtle atomic level. Each time you deconstruct it into parts, when you examine the subtle level of a phenomena to find an inherent essence, you can never find any essential nature. So we think about all this phenomena is become, investigate, think about this table. Where is table? Table is this leg or the bottom, top of the part. Where is the table? You take out particles. No table exists. Then you say leg. Where is leg? Leg also you investigate. Where is leg? Leg also really no exist. So that way, then go all the way to subtle level particles. Subtle level particles also no exist. That means like no really anything exists like auto level subject object. From time without a beginning, however, though forms and such are not truly rare. So this is not logically destroyed object, but unbeginningless time and actually reality is not rare. Just we showing this is not rare, is we showing truth, not creating something. We have a grasp into them as though they were. So we have a grasping fixation. That's why we think this is rare and exist. Whereas forms and other phenomena only appear as if in a dream. Same as a dream. So to childlike beings, mind itself is appearing as forms and the like, as if the we outside of mind. In reality, however, forms and the like are not anything other than mind's projection. So we think it's actually this object is separate from our mind. Uh, Actually, this object phenomena is not separate from the mind. It's mind, but mind also itself also not exist. So we can, when we share the teaching, like also have to follow that way, this all form object phenomena is not exist. It's all is come from mind, same as dreaming. So that is another step, right? Then go, we cannot say like, that time we say this cannot be outside truly exist. It's always the mind. Uh, so in reality, however, forms and the like are not anything other than mind's projection. Examining in this way, forms and everything else are unreal. And since mind is not separate from this, it also is unreal. So then mind also is not separate from the object. Object is not real, then mind also not become not real, because it's dependent, related to each other. Yeah. So example, in this prayer is not rare. So then the prayer, my mind projected this prayer. So prayer is not rare, then mind also cannot be rare, who projected the prayer. So you cannot say like, we talk about the right and the left. Or left is not rare, but right is rare, means that is incorrect, right? If right is a dependent left, left is a dependent right. So it's related to each other. If right is not rare, then left also not rare. So father is not rare, then son also cannot be rare. So think that way, not only all this phenomena, ultra level is emptiness, our mind also emptiness too. Forms and the like appear as many different things, yet they are essentially not one entity, nor are they many entities. See, these forms is like appear to mind, but there are no one. It's so many entities. Since mind is not separate from our outside of forms and the like, mind too, in essence, is not a singular entity, nor it is manifold. So you cannot say like this is we have like another score, mind score, Chitta Madhura. They say mind is permanent. This all object is impermanent. And object is delusion. So this is answer is come from is like Maya Mika highest level Buddhist philosophers says if the object is come from mind, object is so many part or particles, so many forms. So then your mind also know one because it's same is like all these objects. Object is many, then subject also same like that, many, no one. Yes.
That's the question. If nothing is real, the form isn't real, then the prayer wheel, which we usually look at as a sacred object, isn't sacred, because sacred is just a subjective meaning that we place on a physical object.
What means?
If the prayer wheel that you use,
Yes.
it's a sacred object,
Sacred object.
right?
Oh, you mean the special object? Yes.
So since that's a sacred object, you're saying it doesn't really exist, it's a projection of your mind.
Yes.
So it's a subjective, if it's an illusion, then there is no sacredness.
Yes.
Okay. So why do you use it?
Why I use? Because I'm delusional. That's why it's a delusional. This is a special object. So if I'm not deluded, that this is no more special object there too.
So
Relatively, yes, a special object, but absolute. We're talking about absolute truly. Even no exist a special object there. Yeah. Also, why is the special object? Because they have something power of absolute truth.
And the mantras inside are absolute truth, power of absolute truth.
So who realized absolute truth? They're blessing the mantras. Yeah, that's why it's a special object. There is actually power or come from absolute truth. Secret means absolute truth.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now, where we are in, it's low. In this way, when we use wisdom to look deeply into the essential nature of mind, in its atomic nature, mind cannot be found internally, nor can it be found externally. See, mind you cannot find external object, cannot find internally anywhere. It cannot be pinpointed anywhere else either. So where is mind? Like you really cannot point any place mind is located. There also is no past mind, no present mind, and no future mind that can be pinpointed. So you cannot pinpoint like present, past, future mind. Relatively, yes, we're talking about like present mind. You know, yesterday thoughts, whatever comes from this past mind. So tomorrow is coming, so that is we say tomorrow is future mind. Actually, how can really reality we don't have a past, present, and future. So all is emptiness. Past means like, what is past? What is future? You don't have a present, then how can you have a past and a future? So present is not exist, the main point. It's have to go very subtle level second. Already gone or not yet. It's like not really have the present there. Example, I'm going to drink tea already or not yet. Past or future, no drink there.
How about drinking?
Drinking is like, how can you drink and it's like go to the 1 minute has a 60 second, right? 1 second has how many? 60 milliseconds. Milliseconds. Then 1 millisecond, what it has?
Yeah.
See, man, then you think about that way. How you can, which is you going to call present? There's no there. So that means like no present, then no cannot have past, cannot have future. Okay, when you look, For mind, there's nothing, yeah, it's nothing to show in no form to it at all. So you cannot point locate it, nothing to show, no form it at all. Just look directly into the true essence of this mind. Then how to we can find this? So then just look directly into true essence of this mind, this vivid present awareness. So when you meditate, you have a present awareness, yes or no? We have that. So that is actually we have to recognize and stay in that present awareness. So then that called meditation. So that is like you really seeing your nature. Then that is emptiness actually, not permanent that one. So what exactly is it? Is it that is there? Why is there? It is body or it is mind. If there is a mind, if a mind exists, there must be something there, right? What is the like? Does it have a form, a shape, and color or such? Where in your body does it reside? So that mind, where is like really reside in the body? Where is it stay? There has shape or form or no. So we're investigating. Is it outside, inside, or in between? The mind is stay in the outside of the body or inside of the body or between somewhere else. No answer, right? So mind beginning, middle, or end cannot be seen. So mind actually no beginning, no middle, no end. Cannot be identified. Thus, when you are investigate with wisdom and you do not see any rare essential nature of all phenomena, so you don't see anything like essential nature of like inherently exist phenomena. Do not get caught up in the conceptualization of this not seeing by thinking. Uh, so is form permanent or impermanent? It is empty or not empty, it is defined or undefined, and so forth. Avoid conceptualization of feeling, perception, and the rest as well. So, uh, see, we investigate, you really cannot identify anything. It is defined or undefined, like you cannot get anything true there. So then it is so forth. What we have to do, avoid conceptualization. So now we have to ready to meditate. We have to avoid all this conceptualization. Means like whatever you are investigating is you cannot find any source of permanent inherently exist. So conceptualization of feelings, perception, and the rest as well. Like that, use your wisdom to disconstruct. Whatever object of the investigation, then the yogi or yogini comes to the point in which no essential nature of the object can be apprehended in the automatic nature. That is the time to enter into non-conceptual samadhi. So now really have to ready to meditate. So you analyze everything, you understanding the all this object and the subject both. Object is no exist, subject also no exist. So you have to free from conceptual thoughts. Then ready to meditation, samadhi. After you have used your wisdom and intellect to look deeply into true essential nature of any object of focus, such as form and so forth, when you enter into meditative stability, what is meant here by meditative stability is not abiding in form or anything. So we have to meditate stability. What means stability means mind is not stuck any object. Mind must be free from thoughts, concepts, emotion, everything. Cannot be stuck any object and the subject. Meditative stability is not abiding in this world, no stuck and auto phenomena, or anywhere between this world and the next. Since there is no point of reference that can be identified as form or anything else. So this meditative stability beyond reference point become beyond reference point is then going into the absolute truth meditation beyond the conceptual thoughts. So if we stuck in the reference point, is then that is not absolute truth meditation, still in the relative truth. So this meditation is like we're going into absolute truth. This is why it's known as the meditative stability of sublime wisdom. So, main point, analytical and understanding all this phenomena, object and the subject, then really arise wisdom. So we know like what means like subject, object, both and not exist. It's why it's known as the meditative stability of sublime wisdom. So that is the wisdom. So now we finish all the intellectual part. So one section is gone, the hardest actually. You have to use lots. Other is more easy, just rest in mind, stay. And now go into the meditation. The second stage category is known as resting meditation, resting part. So having thus truly examined the selflessness of a person and the selflessness of phenomena, until there is nothing else to look at, one naturally enters a state beyond concepts and beyond analyze, a state of omniscience beyond expression, without any fabrication. Thus, meditation is a crisp clarity resting in the suchness nature itself. So, in this, we're talking about right now is resting mind meditation. So, resting mind is beyond concepts, beyond analyze. We cannot analyze then. When you're into that, meditating, no analyze, cannot create the thoughts to concept and beyond analyze. So this state is called oneness. Oneness means one suchness nature. Actually, not really one also exists there too. But this all is emptiness. We call one using. Beyond expression, so beyond the words, beyond the thoughts, and beyond the expression, we really cannot explain exactly the truth, but only just using the language to using the examples. Same as like finger showing the moon, like moon means like you cannot watch the finger, have to watch the moon. So use the words. The words is not really truth, but the use the words like you have to understanding something beyond us thinking. Abiding in this state, remain in the continuity of mind without distraction. When you are new to meditation, as you look nakedly at the mind, so then how to meditate? This follow a couple of different ways. It's new to me, so like you are more beginner meditator. Then you look nakedly at the mind, like no any thoughts. Then you have to look to your mind. So long as you have a thoughts, even you think about you looking on your mind, but you really cannot see your mind. So water is dirty. then you cannot see anything, water's inside there. So like those like this shamatha vipassana difference is the water is like I put a bucket of water and lots of dirt, dust is, and then leave, no shaking anything, just leave. All this dust is settled down. So that is a kind of shamatha meditation. And then water has become clear, and you look to the water, and you can analyze first water's quality, taste, like everything. So that is analytical meditation, and then you can use the water, the right one. So that is the same as the resting mind meditation. So here main point is like you have to look nakedly at the mind, means no any thoughts. You look to yourself, your mind, then you can see your mind. Otherwise, not possible to see your own mind. Not seeing anything rare in nature. So if you don't have any thoughts, you look to yourself, your mind, meditate. You cannot see anything rare and existing there. So you will have the experience of being in this state of entitylessness. Then you see, you will have experience. You can get own experience there. The experience you really cannot show for others, because it's your own experience, harder to explain for others, sharing for others. Same is the like person who cannot talk, they eat like candy, they cannot share the candy's taste for others. So mute people, right? Mute person cannot share their candy's taste for others. So who meditate, this way, mind is like no any thoughts, looking into their own nature. They see their own nature is emptiness. Then there's have some experience that person. So the experience is like you really cannot share for others beyond the words, beyond expression. So this experience is only you recognize your own yourself. That's why it's experience of being in this state of entitylessness. Just let your awareness, so just recognize that, be like that nature. Not, don't have to think about, oh, I get something special experience. If you're exciting there, you're going to lost. If you really wanting that experience, you never ever get to. So it's like very hard, pinpoint. And all the just contradiction, many different ways have to come, you realize. You cannot really forcing to try to get any, try to like, organize something like really harder to make something you have happening that not possible anywhere there. And just main point is we have to kind of more balance, to find that result. So awareness rests naturally in that state. Relax your awareness there. Relax your awareness there. Then you meditate, just stay in that nature awareness, and then you really comes experience yourself. So the experience is the in the Vajrayana tradition teaching you the own experiences you cannot really share for others. Also we call secret too. And the Mahayana tradition, they don't say this is secret. Vajrayana, only you can share that your teacher and your experience. The teacher can give suggestions, but usually don't share any other people, the experience. Otherwise, you just get obstacle, don't know what happened. And yesterday we talked about auto secret level. Is this Vajrayana ritual, Thanga, that people don't know. You cannot share for others publicly. We talked about Vajra Yogini example. So this is like inner secret level. Inner secret level, when whatever you have your own experience through the meditate, and then you can share only your teacher, like your experience, then they give you small suggestions what you need. Otherwise, you share others like, oh, I meditate, I happening like that. They never are ever happening again. So that kind of like, people get obscuration too. In this clarity of awareness, so where there is no object of meditation, no point of reference, with nothing to attach into us unborn, nothing to suppress, and nothing to do, nothing to leach into us, either empty or not empty. Just rest your mind. So you think, oh, this is empty, my meditation is emptiness, or my meditation is clarity, and you follow like that kind of way, and then you don't really into the natural state. It's become you create also there, how to say, the you just create yourself like it's thoughts there. Some even you don't have gross level thoughts, you have still subtle level thoughts going on there. Once you have gotten a little more adopted, I see. So that part is like for more, see, beginners, meditators. So beginners uh, have not that much ability to, using many different kind of method. That's the reason we just lock to our own mind and resting natural state, much ever we can. So beginners, then no analyze anything. Of course, analyze already gone before. So you have to meditate like that. And once you have gotten a little more adopt at the practice, means like you get more experience. Whatever arises and whatever appears, you will only need to look directly into it. So first one is only just looking into mind, no any pay attention like thoughts and emotions. Just try to stop that and into natural mind meditation. So this one is become you are more adopted, means you are more practitioner. Then thoughts arise. It's great, it become great. Thoughts is become great, emotions become great. The first one, if thoughts comes, then you lost. Emotion comes, you lost. That's why you just only focus resting mind, beginners. The second level, the person has more ability, and the thoughts comes, emotion comes. They can use the thoughts and the emotions. So thoughts comes, and they don't stop the thoughts. Try to rejecting the thoughts. Let arise the thoughts. They watch the thoughts. Watch the thoughts, and the seeing the thoughts also emptiness. Thoughts also not exist. So that means the thoughts is liberating. So you liberate the thoughts, you create more wisdom, and emotion arise. You watch the emotion too, and look to the emotion. You see that emotion also itself is not exist, and you liberating emotion too. So then, if you liberate emotion and the thoughts, you become your wisdom is more higher and more powerful. The same is like you create a fire, so you put one firewood, fire is bigger, and you find another firewood, so your fire has become more strong, right? Bigger, like that. And when you meditate, so thoughts, emotion comes. You, if you can liberate the thoughts, emotions, then your wisdom is strong, increasing, higher and higher, strong and strong. So that beginners, they don't have the ability to do. So this is the Mahamudra, like really you saying the thoughts, emotion is taken in the path, taken into the path. This section is a Vipassana. So analytical is 100% Vipassana, but this non-conceptual resting part is Vipassana, and the Mahamudra is inseparable. Actually, it's the same. Point is the same. So you, and this section, also have sometimes there's how to say, the contradiction or debating, like the Kagyu traditions. We talk about thoughts of Dharmakaya. So then some other lineage teachers say, no, thoughts never ever can be Dharmakaya. That is a big mistake, really wrong idea. So that there, criticized or debated. So that actually they debated, but it's thought is a Dharmakaya is exactly what they say. It cannot be thought is a Dharmakaya. Thought is a emotion. Dharmakaya means it's a emptiness, truth. So thoughts cannot be Dharmakaya. But you recognize thoughts, emotions, they are not exist. So talking about the thoughts, emotions, reality is Dharmakaya. As long as you recognize it's a Dharmakaya. If you don't recognize thoughts is a thought, emotions. Do you understand? Yeah. So that means that when thought comes and you follow the thoughts, chasing the thoughts, then that is a thought. When emotion comes, anger comes, you just anger control, you follow the anger. That is anger, that is emotion. So meditators, like thoughts arise, the right way watch the thoughts, they see. And then the thoughts is emptiness. So they don't accept the thoughts. They don't reject the thoughts. They liberate the thoughts. The main point is called. So that is called Dharmakaya. But our beginner meditators reject thoughts, reject emotions better. Reject thoughts, reject emotion. And this is a more practitioner meditators. Then they're not rejecting thoughts and the emotions. So that then they don't accept means they don't follow that. Thoughts, emotions are no control for them. That's why it's not accepting. So they can liberate the thoughts, emotions, but ordinary people, meditators, if thoughts comes, they follow the thoughts. That means they accept the thoughts. Then thoughts controlled. You lost your practicing meditation. Okay, so once you have gotten little more adopt at the practice, whatever arise and whatever appear, you will only need to look directly into it. Just look at that, yeah. Look means like whatever you see in the form, you look, form is empty, emptiness is a form. Form is emptiness, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness is no other than form. So then you recognize that's truth. So whatever hear the songs, hearing song is emptiness, emptiness is a song is no other than emptiness, emptiness is no other than sound. So that means like you are no fixation to the sound. Uh, whatever you hear is emptiness. And then thoughts also like that. Whatever thoughts arise, thoughts is emptiness, yeah. Thoughts is emptiness, emptiness is thoughts, thoughts is emptiness, like same thing. So you can, your mind is not stuck with that, anything. So the main point, if you have that ability, then someone telling you bad words, harsh words, whatever the people telling to you, you no fixation to the sound, no grasping to the sound. You that sound never ever affected to you. Someone press to you, someone like telling really strong harsh words, bad words to you. It's no attached to a good one, no hatred to other one. Song is emptiness. So you liberated the the actually song attachment and the anger you already liberate. Then form is like that too. Form is like whatever appear to you, no hatred to the enemies, no attached to the loved ones. It's always become same. It's emptiness. So that's the only have this high level practitioner has. Needed to put any say wherever arise and whatever appear, you will only need to look direct into it. You will not need to put any special effort to rest in your mind beyond this. So this section, say anger arise, you don't have to find another solution to go away anger. Usually we have a anger arise, solution method is love meditation, compassion meditation. So you have to find solution. Like if you get a core, you have to find the heat solution. You get too hot, you have to find a cold solution, right? We have to looking at the opposite side of the solutions. But when you get this state, you don't have to find any solution. That is solution. Use that object exactly that one. Anger comes, so you don't have to find like any opposite side of antidote to go away anger. You just look to anger. You see the anger is not exist. Anger itself is rootless, groundless, and not inherently exist. It's emptiness. You realize that anger is, transformed to the wisdom. It's called mirror-like wisdom. That's it's called mirror-like wisdom. And then we think about the five Buddhas. Five Buddha means five wisdom. Where is the five wisdom arise? Arise from the, actually, you realize that these five afflictive emotions. Just I share with you example, we have anger, we have attachment, we have a desire. Desire, attachment is the same. We have a pride, we have a jealousy, we have ignorance. So that is called five afflictive emotions. So when with this emotion arises, example, anger. So when anger arises, you see this anger is rootless, groundless, emptiness. You realize that anger is naturally released into the emptiness. So that's a awareness is called mirror-like wisdom. Then attachment, desire arise. So you see the attachment, desire itself is emptiness. It is groundless, rootless. You recognize that it's liberating in their own nature. And then that is called the, what is it, the Buddha Amitabha's wisdom? Discriminating, I think, wisdom, something like that. So that all associated this emotion is called wisdom. Wisdom is called Buddha. Five Buddha, we call five Buddha. Then you really know absolute truth, the Buddha, where it's come from. Absolute truth, the five Buddhas arise from our realization. Relative truly, yes, we have five Buddha. So the Buddhists, like we create a mandala, and the center Buddha, East Buddha, West Buddha, North Buddha, South Buddha, all this we have relatively. But actually that is individually have that truly Buddha that arise from our own mind. Yesterday we talked about the poem. So in the Bardo, if you realize it is your own, how to say, manifestation. If you don't recognize, then it is the obstacle there too, right? So if you recognize, means you realize it's become Buddha. If you don't realize it, then it's delusion. So that's this is the highest level Buddhists like go into the pit instruction. Associated five emotion is five wisdom. So it's also, you understand this section, then you really make sense what means five Buddhas, five wisdoms, five emotions. So if you only follow the auto level all the time, you get all the time confused. Because each teaching telling you different kind, auto level, so many different kinds there. But really into the inner level is that you cut the root. And the five Buddha is actually, you taking these five afflictive emotions on the path is called five wisdom. When you gain greater accomplishments, so means that you have become more practitioner. In the practice, you will be free from any grasping at meditation or object on which is to meditate, and therefore you will be free from any contrary or effort for meditation. So if you have become, you gain great accomplishment in the practice, so you will be free from any grasping at meditation or object. Then that time you don't have to put any effort for meditation. So you have kind of like naturally into the nature state. You don't have to put any effort to yourself, try to meditate. So now we have to put effort to create that, meditation. When you get this level, it's just naturally you are into the natural state. So that's why it's which to meditate, and therefore you will be free from any contrary or effort for meditation. You don't have to put effort for try to meditate. You are just 24 hours into this natural state. So the true essence, the ultimate meaning of all the myriad collection of Dharma teachings in existence is just this original mind unmodified. All this Buddha's teaching, the got subsumed in this nature mind. The one way is another way, like you said, like Buddha giving so many teachings. Why he giving so many teachings? What really his goal is? He try to show this nature mind. But this is not easy to share for everyone. That's why he have to give so many different kind of ability, the individual abilities, to take to into this stage level. That's why all these so many different teachings. So long as you're into that nature, absolute truth, then you are already free from samsara. It's liberating. So that's three is that we share, three different individual levels, beginner, meditator, and then you are already a little bit used to meditators, practitioner, and then really high practitioner. So three different levels we shared. And we are, of course, everyone is like beginner here, and more beginner it is. So you see when you are new to the meditation, as you look nakedly at the mind, so we have to lock our mind and meditate, yeah? So before that, we have to go shamatha, focus with the object, focus with the breath. Then your mind just don't lock anything. You're not locked to yourself, your natural mind, but you don't focus any object. try to like, if your mind can be resting, if you can mind like not using any object, is you can resting, clearly be there, awareness, abide peacefully, then you can log into your mind. So otherwise, like not possible to look at your own mind, to see on your nature. So now you really recognize the shamatha is more cause. This vipassana is a result. Do you understand? Everyone okay? So now we're going to leave it there today. Then tomorrow we have a more the we already talked meditation. So then tomorrow is how to guide that practice, how to guide let go. Actually already introduced already. So example, like we showed people like, oh, this house is like this, everything already shows. So know how to take care that. That is going to share tomorrow. So tomorrow we have only the morning section. We don't have afternoon. Okay, so morning is starting 10. And then we have only 1 hour, so we can finish this section. Then your homework is like enter Buddhahood. So you have to actually not teaching, but not finish it there, okay? You have to meditate, practicing. Tomorrow we cannot do the afternoon because we're going to move to another place, like just meditate and enjoy another place again. Okay. So now we're going to
May we
dedicate.
ask a question, Khenpo? Could we have a question?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to ask a question about you brought this up a little bit with the Chitta Mantra. So the 4 schools of Buddhism. So when you're talking in the stages of meditation here about Vipassana, are you referring to the Madhyamaka school then versus the...
Yeah, this is my Yaminka, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the Satantrika and the Vipassika school, would they talk about shamatha and Vipassana meditation differently?
I think they talk about the shamatha, but I don't think so, vipassana.
Well, the reason that I ask is...
They have a first part, the first, like, see, selflessness of phenomena. No, sorry, selflessness of a person. So that part they talk, but no selflessness of phenomena. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So,
because it would be the Hinayana. So is it related more to mindfulness? Because a lot of times, I think this is where my confusion comes in. When you hear a lot about insight meditation in the West, they really focus on following, like if you have a thought, when they talk about Vipassana, a thought arises and you name the thought, and then you are looking into mindfulness. So when you started mentioning the schools of Buddhism, that brought to my mind that actually then that probably is more related to Shatantrika Vipassana, the
Chitta Matera.
Chitta Mantra. Well, no, not the mind school, the other school.
It's the Chitta Matera, minds goes the same.
Same. Okay.
So this, introducing true nature is they're using different method. Best to in Chitta Matera and go up to the Mayamika, or the Chitta Matera, the just 100% they say, oh, we don't accept, and just directly go to no using Chitta Matera, directly go to the introduce natural mind. They have a different method. This is best on Chitta Matera and go to the introduce the natural mind. So it's Mayamika teaching. The teachers has like many different kind in there. Some say like Mayamika worldly, like follow the worldly concepts. Mayamika based on the Vibhashika, Mayamika based on the Chitta Matera. So that means like some Mayamika, they don't accept anything about this, what the scores says, other scores. So they're talking about absolute truth. And they just say, oh, we cannot debate with these worldly people. And whatever they says, we accept it, that. And but then actually reality all is emptiness. So then they don't talk about this part of particles. They don't talk about the mind. It's like object is come from mind or not. So then some is like relatively accepted. Same is like the Satantarika then explain absolute truth, Mayamika teaching. Some is relatively accept is Chitta Matera then explain Mayamika teaching. So some is like see 3 levels. Some accept relative is like same as world people, and then explain the Mayamika teaching. So some is to follow the relative truth is like these 3 different levels goes up.
That helps, thank you. Because for me, that was my confusion with the Vipassana, because it describes it so differently that if you studied with insight meditation in the West, they don't bring up anything about selflessness of phenomena, certainly. And I don't even recall selflessness of person. They just really stay with mindfulness and recognizing thoughts. But when you mention the different Chittamandra and Madhyamaka school, then that makes more sense, that this has to do with that meditation would be more related to a different school in Buddhism. Would I be correct in that understanding then?
Yeah, but that's we in Westerner, like we really don't really follow the step by step, like guide education, like same is in the Buddhist like universities does, So if we don't have it here is a guide, so that means like, oh, we don't have the Buddhism. That is also not 100% correct, right?
Could you repeat that? I wasn't clear.
So in Western, we don't have all this Buddhist like guide or the systems exactly follow the university guide way. They just talk about the letter basic things always, basic things.
Yes, I understand. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we're bringing it back more to mindfulness in our Western world because we don't have any basis of being able to go up different levels then. So we are staying with certain levels there because it's time.
We just do certain levels something and we think we doing everything, but actually more beyond that. Okay, so now we're going to do the then dedication. And dedication is okay, so it's show up. It's put in the screenshot. Actually, in the book, Buddha Amitabha, the short version. So after this, no, the power text.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you can do the other one too. Either one, there has this. The Achi Sadhana also has a morning period. Oh, that one, yes.
73 is the full weapon.
Screen share? Khenpo? You want the screen share? Or no?
I don't think he can hear you, Marilyn.
Khenpo,
Yes.
you want the screen share on or not?
Yes, I'm going to read the screen share.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Maho, in the center is marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the love of great compassion, and on the left is Vajrapani, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful feeling of Devaji. When all beings fast from samsara, may we be bound without taking samsara rebirth. May I have the blessing with meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power of a blessing of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may attain this aspiration without hindrance. Tiyata Pinsandaya, our modern Ayasoha. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where this unborn may it rise, where this born is not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By this virtue may I achieve omniscience, by defeating all enemies confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. As Manjushri will realize the automatic state, and as did Samantha, but I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merry for sentient beings. May the teaching of great Gomparana Shiri, whose omniscient Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue to increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until end of the samsara. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you.
Thank
So much, Khenpo.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you, Khenpo. See you at 10.
Happy move.